guys, it's me again, Miss Kara, and I'm sorry if I seem distracted today, but Miss Beth put me in charge of decorating the building for Christmas this year, and I have to get it all done today. But here's the problem. I hate all the work that goes into decorating for Christmas. I mean, I love the way it looks when it's done, but I can never tell the difference between garland or tinsel or mistletoe and holly. It just takes so long. But Miss Beth is my boss, so I guess I'm just gonna have to obey her and do the work. Obeying isn't always easy. In fact, obeying can be pretty hard sometimes. I bet your parents give you all kinds of instructions you have to obey, like cleaning your room, doing your homework, and eating your vegetables. All those things you probably don't enjoy. So it makes obeying your parents kind of hard sometimes. Obeying God can be hard too. Sometimes God asks us to do something that seems so tough, and we worry that people may laugh at us. Or maybe he just asks us to do something that just doesn't make sense to us. So we struggle to obey. But here's the truth. When we obey, we will be blessed. God wouldn't ask us to do something that isn't good for us. But when we obey God, it's always worth it. Today, we're going to learn about another important star in the Christmas story. Joseph was engaged to be married to Jesus' mother, Mary. God asked him to do something that wasn't easy, but Joseph learned the importance of obeying even when it's hard. And I learned that when I obey my boss and do what she asks, it can turn out to be an awesome blessing. Look at how great this turned out. Well, I'm going to finish cleaning up, and I will see you again next week when we check out another star in the real Christmas story.
Oh, you're that reindeer guy. Oh no. No, you're not. You're just
Randolph. It's Randolph, the reindeer. And I'm in no way associated with that guy with the big red nose.
I know, but you have to admit, you do have a big red nose.
Yes, I do. And remember, it's because of my allergies.
Oh, you're still having issues with all of that? I mean, just how many things are you allergic to?
Well, I'm allergic to
Cranberries?
Christmas. No, Christmas. The whole thing. Gingerbread, fake snow, mistletoe, even those little bells those guys outside of the mall ring all the time.
How can you be allergic to a bell?
I don't know. How can anyone want to celebrate such a weird holiday? Like, I mean, think about it. Who takes a giant red sock and hangs it from above their fireplace? You don't know where that sock has been, and who wears socks like that big anyway?
Randolph, I think you're being a little overly critical of Christmas.
Oh, yeah? Well, you want your Christmas candy smelling like someone's feet?
Well, no, but that doesn't have, anything... Ugh. Ew.
And another thing, Yule logs?
What about Yule logs?
What are they? I've never seen a Yule log. Have you? Can you build a Yule log cabin out of them? I don't even know what a Yule is. Yule, it kind of sounds like a weird mix between a mule and a yak. Like, do they chop down the tree and make the log themselves? Christmas doesn't make sense!
Oh, bless you. I mean, I admit there are some Christmas traditions that may seem a little weird, but I mean, that's not what Christmas is all about. Like today, again, we're talking about the real Christmas story.
Oh, yeah? Well, last time we talked about Mary, Jesus' mom, right?
Right, yeah. And today we're talking about Joseph. I mean, the man that God called to be Jesus' dad here on earth.
Hold up. Mary had a boyfriend?
Yeah, I guess you could call him that. Yeah, they were engaged to be married, and then they got married after Mary found out that she was going to have baby Jesus.
That makes about as much sense as a Yule log. Why would Joseph do that?
Well, because Joseph obeyed even when it didn't make sense. He trusted that God knew what he was doing, and it's not like it was an easy decision for him to make either. They weren't very popular after that. But Joseph still, he obeyed even when it cost him something.
What did it cost him? $5 on a Yule log?
No, not a Yule log. You're just going to have to listen to the rest of today's story in order to find out. But I can promise you that it paid off in the long run. Our kids are going to learn that how when we obey God, he will bless us, just like he did with Joseph.
Okay, well, I guess I can stick around for a little while, but if it involves a Yule log, I'm going to scream. I'll see you later, boys and girls. This is Randolph the reindeer saying,
Achoo!
oh, excuse me.
Hand sanitizer.
Bye.
Today, we're learning all about Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus. Joseph found himself in a situation that was pretty difficult. His fiancée, the woman he was engaged to, told him that an angel appeared to her and told her that she was going to have a baby. Oh, and by the way, this baby is the Son of God. Well, as you can imagine, Joseph was very confused until that same angel appeared to him too. The angel told Joseph that Mary was telling the truth. Joseph received specific instructions from God to take Mary as his wife and name the baby Jesus. It probably was really hard for Joseph to be obedient to God in this situation. But here's the thing. Sometimes God gives us all instructions that are hard to obey. Have you ever felt like God was telling you to do something, but you found it hard to obey? Maybe he told you to share your faith with a friend at school, or to give your birthday money to the missionary offering at church. Maybe he even told you to stop hanging around a certain crowd of people at school who were being a bad influence in your life. Whatever the case may be, we have all had God give us instructions that were hard to follow. So, what can we learn about that from Joseph's story? Well, first of all, Joseph obeyed God even though it didn't make sense. Mary was going to be the mother of God's son. That definitely does not make sense to the human brain. Going ahead with their engagement didn't seem like the best thing for Joseph to do, but he obeyed anyway. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to have Miss Kara join us on screen. So Miss Kara, I have some instructions I'm going to give you, and no matter what I tell you to do, even if it doesn't make sense, I want you to obey me. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo, very good. Say, I'm a wacky, wacky bird as loud as you can while flapping your arms like wings.
I'm a wacky, wacky bird.
How about this time, turn around in circles 5 times while shouting, Christmas is almost here, Christmas is almost here.
Okay.
5 times.
Christmas is almost here. Christmas is almost here. Christmas is almost here. Christmas is almost here.
5. You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, that was great. I'm really proud of
Wow.
you. Now, none of those instructions made sense, did they?
No.
No, there was no real reason why I wanted you to do those things that you know of, right?
No.
No. But you chose to obey, so I have a little reward for you.
Whoa.
$5.
$5.
Right? So, Joseph obeyed God the same as you obeyed me, even though it didn't make any sense. But God knew what he was doing. Joseph just had to trust God and obey. But obeying God cost Joseph something. It cost him the respect of other people. Ooh. All of Joseph's friends could see that Mary was going to have a baby, and I'm sure the word had gotten out that Joseph wasn't the daddy. But even though it cost him his reputation and respect, Joseph still obeyed God. Now, I'm sad to tell you, this next step of obedience is going to cost you something too. It's going to cost you that $5. I'm going to ask you to take the $5 I give you and...
But I worked really hard for this.
I know. I want you to put it in this bag. You have to leave the $5 bill inside the bag, but you can take whatever is inside of it. Are you willing to obey me, even though it's going to cost you that $5?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I could take whatever else is in it.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Whoa, look. So, she just traded her $5 for $10.
But I didn't know that.
Right. And it looks like when you obeyed, you got blessed. Right?
Wow.
So fun. So don't spend that all at one time. Okay. So it cost Miss Kara something to obey. It cost her $5. But I knew it would be worth it because I knew what was waiting for her inside this bag. It's the same with God. God knew that it would cost Joseph something to obey. But God also knew that it would be worth it. Why? Because God blessed Joseph by allowing him to be the earthly father of the Son of God. Joseph was able to have a front row seat for some of the most amazing moments of history. What a blessing. Now, none of that would have happened if he hadn't been willing to obey. No matter what the cost, Joseph obeyed, and God blessed him. If you obey, God will bless you too. Now, it may not be with $5, and you may not even see it right away, but God always blesses those who obey.
What's up?
Everybody, is me, the SKI to the double TLES, Skittles in the hizzy, and I'm ready to tell you what's up. Today, we are talking about how Joseph was obedient to God. So every time somebody asks you, what's up, you tell them, I will obey whatever God may say. It's not always easy to obey God. Sometimes God tells us to do stuff that is difficult, confusing, and it might even seem downright crazy. But we gotta trust that God knows exactly what He is doing. If He says it, we gotta obey it. If we obey it, we'll be blessed. So anytime somebody asks you, what's up, you tell them, I will obey whatever God may say. And that is what's up. I got a rainbow of flavor, and I'm living for my Savior. Skittles out. Merry Christmas, baby.